William's Norman army made the first charge, launching a direct assault on the shield wall. Though William's army fought fiercely against the shield wall, it would not yield. As one man fell, another took his place. Overlapping shields in tight formation made for a near impenetrable barrier. Realizing his army could not break the shield wall, William called for a retreat. William's feigned retreat was working. The Anglo-Saxon army broke their shield wall formation, leaving gaps for William to make a move. With Harold's men no longer in shield wall formation, William could pick them off as they charged. The Anglo-Saxons had deployed rows of spearmen to push back the invaders, but William had an answer. His sharp-eyed archers. More Norman men-at-arms reinforced William's army. Anglo-Saxon archers joined the fray, and the Normans' deadly cavalry ready to charge. But first, William's forces had to eliminate the enemy spearmen, whose sturdy polearms could easily bring down a horse. With the threat of spearmen cleared from the field, William's cavalry was free to charge at the Anglo-Saxon archers. The Anglo-Saxon army was in disarray. Their shield wall had been neutralized, and their numbers were dwindling. Now the only thing standing between William and victory was King Harold himself. The last of Harold's men encircled their king, prepared to lay down their lives to save his. More Norman cavalrymen took to the field. The Anglo-Saxon King Harold had fallen. In the confusion, some loyal soldiers fought to the death, while others scattered in panic. He would take the towns back by force.
Mon arway, Donex nuevos afits! On destrier rimegne! Incontinent! Cavalarios parat! Cito! À l'assaut, chevalier! Yes, des cavals! C'est comme Bayeux! Je suis Scara Formata!
The Normans captured the town of Middlethorpe, establishing their presence in the north. With reinforcements to his armies soon arriving, William would need more resources to supply them.
Pour votre service! Cavalier! Attendez! Quiete, caval! Incontinent! Accespet!
Dus, escol!
Avant! Compagnon!
Vitamus!
Certes! Quiete! Votre yet pose à moi!
Another rebel town, Fulford, stood in defiance to William's rule.
Escol! Dus, parat! Ovan!
Pour votre service! Une avant, cavalarios!
Escol!
Soyez prêts! Cavalarios! Avant! Compagnon! Apertis! Le pont de jeu! Soyez prêts, compagnon! Attends, je suis votre le pour votre service!
À la mater!
Soyez
Escol!
apertis! Attends, votre yet pose à moi! Cavalarios, quitamus!
Mandement!
Incontinent! Quietec! Je suis votre parat! Bene!
William's ultimate goal was within his grasp. All that remained was to enter York and destroy its keep.
Attendez, cavalarios, quitamus, si compos voltrai. Ensala,
Si!
cavalarios parat. Incontinent. Cavalari, rustic. Soyez, je suis votre serveur. Avant!
Colonnes, parat!
Chevalier! Une avant, cavalarios! Je suis votre serveur! Ensala! Cito! Somos! Acces et vos! Nos allons! Parat! Si, parat! Colonnes, parat! Parat! Escolto! Colonnes, assunto! Tres tous soviete, caval! Si, tres tous soviete, caval! Somos und ordonnance! Ensala! À l'assaut, chevalier!
William the Conqueror had recaptured...
Alles Howdy! Is that it? Yeah, ich kann gehen. Certus. Yeah, we shall lead.
Strelboren! Järva! Abuga! Strelboren! On Styria!
Krikas, jar! It's living to hear us!
As Henry set his sights on burning Bayeux, more reinforcements arrived to join his army.
Abuga! Strelboren!
Here!
Yeah.
It is seat of
The English approached Bayeux and saw that its towering stone walls would not be breached by manpower alone. Henry would need siege equipment and a defensible location to construct it.
Let us go! Mit boldness! Jirwa! Wested Jirwa! Kritis! Innelis attempted to summon! Judaeus, Nalburdan!
Bayeux's walls had failed, and Henry's men could now storm the city. Robert's garrison made a last stand to defend Bayeux, but Henry would show no mercy in cutting them down and burning their city.
Iquilla! Jajawia! Foliende Heso! Strelboren! Jerica! Standen der! Abu! Strelritis! Innerleitan! Abuga! Jajawia! Strelbo! Stragon Gap on way! Aracanitis Yar! Abuga! Strelbo! Jesa! Rita standen der! Jajawia! Gap! Strelboren! Iquilla! Abuga, Strelbora.
Apokrikas, ja!
Abuga, Strelbora. Sitter. Strelbora, Jägers.
Innan det samt!
Ja. Strelbora, Bebe. Strelbora, Strelbora.
Apokrikas, ja!
Strelbora.
Alla knittens, ja! Alla svitten!
Strelbora,
as Bayeux burned. While Bayeux burned, King...
But mean a word. Sir.
Henry would force Robert to defend his lands from attack by razing the villages of Martigny and Fresnes.
Ut readeth nu.
Ja, ridende ut.
Ad ye come gun. Certes. Forthward freckes. Mit baldenes. Certes!
Yeah, way Wigenda.
Weapon! Suze, alle Schwitte!
To goad Robert out of his stronghold, Henry's men would burn the village to the ground.
Each year. Tite.
Gritus, in the shot! Finish, swear, Gritus, stand in the yard!
Western Rapids up!
Uncle Gritus, yard! Uncle Gritus, and into the servant! Gritus, readeth nur, Tulkas!
Tessa, Buddha. Ichuella. Yes, sir. Hartes je hände!
The village of Martigny was destroyed, but still Robert did not emerge to face Henry outside the castle. Henry would have to raise the stakes. Next, he targeted the village of Fresnes.
Ready for Hastings.
Ja, ridende ut.
Henry received word that Robert had sent for a fresh army to aid in defending his position at the castle. Henry had to eliminate these new forces before they could combine with the garrison at Tinchebray. Henry could buy reinforcements from nearby allies if he could procure the gold to pay them. Henry paid his ally in Tosny and received a regiment of soldiers. By eliminating Robert's incoming army, Henry had thwarted his brother's attempt at strengthening the castle's defenses.
Ready for Hastings. Gritus, andente to servant! Gritus, yard! Judaeus, none more than! Spiller, Nura, Foreman! None shall leave them! Yes, Foreman, here! Good! Look, you'll be ready, Francis. Gritus, yard! Be a word, fella.
At the hands of Henry's army, The village of Fresnes was in ruins. Henry's provocations had paid off. Robert finally emerged from the castle to face his brother in open battle.
Is on it up to Knitters! In the alla Knishan leder jag! Alla Twitter! It's never to hear out of Knitters! Ja! Du sprider nu, Kulkes! Av den teknik bräckande! Yeah! Jaro! Det gör en Jaro!
William the Conqueror's sons had Above all, the English forces in Normandy had been commanded to hold the town of Fleury and await King Henry's arrival.
You're off with that.
Yarway I Awarla. Hunty Endi. Goat. Hestes command.
Yarway Iowala.
Yeah? Each a willa.
Hestes command.
Rieder Yaru.
Earth upper.
For where they're here.
Stay there fast and new. You sadly.
Rieder Yaru.
Yeah, you read us your way. Ritanu. Letteth Uskar.
For where they're here. Voljende Hesa.
On Mona. Dichiera.
Hera upper. Off way at that. Sooner. Each you say, yes. Off way at that.
Yeah, we are. Estes commending. On riva. Swa is shepende. Off with that. On riva.
As the village of Crescenville fell, all English hopes lay in holding Fleury for the king's arrival.
Earth upper. Red the demon.
What Hesa? Don't did that.
Estes commending. That should have been Templar. Under your tear fan.
Yarway I Awarla. Hestes commending.
The town of Granville succumbed to the French, and the English were pushed back towards Fleury.
For where they're here. Each will read down.
On Mo. Each a folie.
Clista. Hesa.
Yes, sir.
Verde here. Your evening.
Here, Ferreth, Eowegan. Yerward, Eoridas, Healthborough, List, Letteth, Uscan.
Yeah, each a folly. Yarway, you are. Each a worker. Yanimus, I'm sure.
Eora, Ichiana. Word is Stigeth, Otway.
Bayard, yes, sir.
Bayard, man.
Airwater, here.
Yet come on! Tithae, Din Hesta, Icrida. Ikeo Gande. Ridende.
Estes commendé. Yerth upper.
Here ath upper. Ik will do hit. Yeah, each a willa. That Shule Bayo Timbran.
On Monath. Yes, sir. Here, Ferreth, Eowegan.
Yarway Eo Arla. If you'll do that new. If you'll build a that for they.
Hestes for Alla here. Here, Hestes.
Scouter, he ready? Het wel be done.
Clon, Fulworth, Egre Tulkers. Utride.
Every charn and 10 dead.
Wooder is no Matera.
What needeth but
Harkeneth Arla.
I think they listen. Siege Engineer.
Reader and me, Hester. No Hestes anon, each Holloway Hestes.
God swinker have been made.
Seeth to Hestus.
Hester, here, Hestes.
Building done.
Every charn there of Uta, every chan. Hold it and answer.
At last, King Henry and his forces made their arrival at Fleury.
Before be off away, Tendi! Let us gone!
Reader, Letath, Muscath, boss. Ickle do that.
Harkeneth.
Yiffa me Hester. Go and default. Freckers. And good. Yiffa me
Seeth to Hestus. Every charn and 10 dead.
He saddled upper and redempted.
It's Holloway Hestes.
Element. Redempted their new.
Everything is updated.
Knowing that King Louis himself was on the field, Henry saw his chance to put England's claim to Normandy beyond doubt.
No head saddle each Fall of Hastings. Redende Thernu. He saddled up and Redende.
Cease to Hest.
Origins, Farah.
Heston, Ut Redende Nu.
Siege origins awaiting Hestus.
Avengers, pick up to back.
Origin, yarding for Hestus.
Saddled up, Volcana, Wakana.
Look at you, shall lay the young.
Sage it, honor the way. Siege your origins, Mandel Yard.
That will be undone.
Origin, yarding for Hestus.
I think they list her. What need host it down? I think they lift her. Arita, what needeth worker? Yeah, sueth they hatten. Hirende thin hesta. Ferende suet. Host it done.
Siege gas, so ahead. Jette fort guarde frekkes. Mit bal penites ja. Ut ride, thou apple tulkes. An are to here. Alle smith, vid is sita to actors. It's live. Sweden may up to attend.
Manganala, Siege engine, honor the way. Siege engine yard.
Obeisance is ane at Jette thee ready for Hestes.
He ready for Hestus. Alliance Siege. Castende. Understood. Moving the Siege engine. Siege engine for an
Fuse to Certus.
Manganel, honor the way new.
Fuse to servant. Yeah, ik am gun.
Moving the Siege engine.
Penites, dute is none borden.
Say to Wending.
An ik read of
Mangadea. Verkunde her.
Obey. I hest attend servant. Sweden fails to attend.
Siege engines awaiting her city to follow. Everything is at Peter.
No, servant.
Origin, yarding for Hestus. Siege origins awaiting Hestus. Hitting them hard. Siege origins. Everything.
You'll be ready.
Siege origins awaiting Hestus.
Grites, in the sun.
Far from home. First, Robert's forces would stage an ambush to prevent enemy reinforcements from joining with King Stephen's army.
What will down?
Robert's men concealed themselves in a sheltered grove and lay in wait for the enemy.
Scouters, saddle, readeth our salmon, scout.
Men of armies, here we go. What wilt thou?
Schul each scout. For when
Men of armies! Men of armies!
If they Hastings.
Jonas Jare Todon!
Ich habe gefunden, Befo!
Every shot! Jonas Jare Todon!
With the Schulen we got. Wait.
Men of armies! Every shot!
Scouters, ready for him.
It's your maintenance.
Robert received word that Welsh troops under Matilda's banner were en route to join forces with him.
Scouters, he saddled up.
But King Stephen had the roads to Lincoln heavily guarded, and the route was not without risk, even for the hardy Welshmen.
Jonas Jare Todon! Men of armies!
Scouters, he ready for Hastings. We're reading.
Jonas Jare Todon! Every shot! Men of armies!
Robert defeated the first column of Stephen's reinforcements, but he knew more were on the way.
It will have been.
Men of armies up here! Men of armies! Here we go! We're men of armies! Men of armies up here! Fennet duel of ende! Men of armies!
Scouters, he ready.
King Stephen had received some of his reinforcements, and now Robert's men would face a stronger enemy in battle. Continuing the push towards Lincoln, Robert sent in a large company of reinforcements to aid his vanguard. To further weaken the siege, Robert would need to cut off Stephen's supplies. He targeted the nearby market town.
Scouters, he saddled up. Readeth our salmon, Scouters.
Joining forces on the road to Lincoln, Matilda's allied troops made for the castle to lift the siege.
Scouters! Scouters! Readeth Uta! When
Tendeth Freckles. Men of armies! A kind of armies!
with the Schulen we got.
Every Janiara!
Scouters, he ready to
Stay Tulketh. Hester.
Scouters, readeth Uta.
Jonas Jare Men of armies!
Scouters, he ready for Hester. We're in
Tendeth Freckles. Every Janiara! Men of armies! Up!
Scouters, he saddled up. Ridende su ahead.
Men of armies! Men of armies! Men of armies! Every Janiara! Men of armies! Every Janiara! Men of armies! Take Gwendolyn! Men of armies! Abide!
With the Schulen we got. For when does
Rallying to Matilda's cause, a large group of knights arrived at Lincoln to bolster Robert's army. With the market town in ruins, King Stephen's supplies began to dwindle.
Scouters!
Robert's forces spotted a large detachment of Stephen's soldiers guarding the castle gates.
Scouters! Scouters!
If they hoped to liberate Lincoln, they would need to break the blockade and rout the army.
Ridende su ahead.
Scout Freckles, Hawk. Get thee ready for Hastings.
Scouters, he saddled up.
Look how you're here ready, Freckles. It's living you hear them! We have scattered! Grenadiers stand in there! Soldiers! And then take us over! Grenadiers, today is none more than! Grenadiers! Put them in! And it's never to hear them! All the Grenadiers! Avoid them! Take them! Grenadiers, stand in there! Ufrida through, Conquest! For border breakers! It fallen! At me no order!
Robert's forces scattered the king's army, leaving the gates to the castle unguarded.
And sweet. Who stay Tulkas? Estes. Intelligente, their purpose, no one never down. Breakers half new shall intend new.
Robert's men finally united with Lincoln's garrison. They could now use the castle to strengthen their army. To lift the siege, they needed to destroy the enemy camps surrounding the castle. Matilda's forces struck hard, destroying one of King Stephen's siege camps. King Stephen's army dwindled as Matilda's forces struck down another siege camp.
Siege of Hastings.
The king's army was scattered, and those who didn't fall fled.
At me no order!
King Stephen was spotted, shielded by his men. To end the siege, Matilda's forces needed to capture Stephen and rout his army.
It's never to hear them! Today is not good yet! All the Canadians, yeah! Stand in the yard! All the Canadians, yeah! Soldiers! Canadians, stand in the yard! All the Canadians, send them in to me, workers!
Matilda's men closed in and finally captured King Stephen. Victory over King Stephen at Lincoln. King Stephen's army had constructed a fortified perimeter outside the castle, trapping Matilda's men inside. However, reinforcements were on the way from Matilda's son Henry. Her forces needed to hold the walls until they arrived.
Every chan. Tende.
Seith stereth uta every chan, holdeth at onsa.
Un hotha will Bayeux dawn. Test the score on endgame in
Worker is full for third.
Get it ready.
For canoes!
Engines are set. Hit it head harder, engines.
Leaders, he ready?
Legions for Hastings.
Men of armies! Abreideth swerdes! Kiereth hesteriente hestes.
Later we're on their way. Till then they that return. Fresh air and harder swing.
Readers, he's present yourself. I'm Roger. Readers, portrait and a no. It's away, Hestes! Nonsense! Readers, he's ready for Hestes.
Boy,
Readers, he's set on ready.
Yahweh shit. Saddled up on zero.
Henry and Matilda's forces struck out at the besieging army, weakening the enemy's hold on Wallingford's perimeter. Hoping to claim Wallingford, King Stephen's siege forces launched a renewed attack on the castle.
I'm not cover mid-bay, Breckers. That will Bayeux dawn. Iron for hits in shed. Claw, Utridende no.
The enemy line wavered as Matilda's forces cut down the besieging army, clearing another section of the blockade. King Stephen's forces breached the wall and pushed into Wallingford. Matilda's men needed to repel the enemy before the castle fell, and their cause was lost. Matilda's forces repelled the attack and held the castle.
Frekke vol. No Hestes and has been a word.
Hoping to crack the mighty stone walls of Wallingford, King Stephen's forces launched another attack.
What wilt thou?
Who's the sewers they have? Here, Leafley, on the steering.
Aye, surrender, so ahead.
Oriente Hastings. I'm Roger. Reader, I'm ready. Hestes ready, court orders. Hestes for this reader.
Matilda's forces overwhelmed the enemy and cleared the castle's perimeter. Matilda's forces held firm against the attack, cutting down the enemy soldiers.
That will be on time. What Hester's have a day? No Hester's enough. It's Hester's for Ale. It's always Hester.
Commander Hubert de Burgh rallied his men to hold back the French and defend the castle.
Every I think they Lister.
A Dieteth for Hester's. Yeah, Hester's. What a shit. Hester's for Ale here. Hester's and all. Hester's commander. Full for Fred. Premise fellow. A Dieteth and his set. Breakers is intended no. It's full way out. Engines. A Dieteth and his set. Hester's coming. Yeah. Hester's on. Build ending. Engines a setter. Alle engines. Strande nu. All forward. Every talker. Iedereen is dressen down. Hundred and then no. Engine Jara. Each Fall Hester's. Breakers, intended no. Every channel of no Hester's non-slanting. He hungry unto Western. Ongen, Zadite, Alisek. Victory! Ongen, Zazetter.
It's Fall of Hastings. Yeah, Hastings.
Hestes and all forward. Ongen, Edite, Alisek. Dressed jou, Arwen.
Hastings, take Winderat.
Ongen, Commander, understood.
Yeah.
While the castle's garrison thwarted the first French attack and prepared for a second, a new resistance force was building in the English countryside. A skilled bowman and fierce patriot, known as Willikin of the Weald, began to muster a resistance to the French invasion. Determined to keep the crown in King John's hands, Willikin would rally every available archer to the cause. The tenacity of prior to the defense. Before King John's men could hope to retake the castle, they would need to reinforce their position by capturing the village of Chatham. The king's men secured Chatham and began preparing for an arduous siege. Rochester's keep was protected by strong stone walls. The king's army would need mighty siege weapons to break through.
Build that for thee.
Aggressive here and that. Address jou and ferret.
What wilt thou? Ich bin boon to hear that well am I done.
Yeah, an unread. Address it yourself.
Bean Hester.
Something to shit. Swart ahead. And a fresh ich here in that.
Boon to hear. So I bet.
Yara, yeah, an unread. Move it, get it busy.
Ich, yes.
Hispana.
What wilt thou?
And a fresh marker, a longer no.
Each so
Hey, me, we're on going, the Tulkas. He killed. Hey, an unread. Cheers. And then they mean a murder. They're cutting. We're on fourth again then. He killed. Hispana on the loading. Crossbows, yeah.
Boon Bean Hester.
Lay off yard to Hester, two folk after us down low. If no building that for they.
Crossbowers, dress up with they on kid. We're on fourth gang again then. He killed. Ernende mina mene. Swat the hat.
Boon to him. Ich be boon to him. Thy will be it done.
A greatest for Hestes.
See they to what? I'm on me way. Over there. On me way.
Intendeth no, Tulkas.
What will? So that
They are cutting.
Bean Hester. Boon to hear.
Swat the hat.
Me way is clear. Verende, so ahead. Something to do. Ich be boon to heal.
Move it. Get us busy.
What wilt thou?
What needeth be undone?
Verende, so ahead.
Tempest. Lusted for
Ich, what wilt thou?
Agreed. We aren't going to Tulkas.
Getteth to Swinkenton folk. Siege to Hastings.
Crossbowers, dress at weapons! Get killed! Move it! Get it busy!
Dean Hester?
Yeah.
Verende.
Crossbows, yard! And unwritten!
Arita, what needeth work, eh?
You can build it that for day. Intendeth nu to be off kent. We are in fourth gangende. Alunga nu.
Yarwe shet, ik heb berende nu. Boa is a boon. Yeah.
A great moveth, getteth busy. Up!
Dean Hester. Ich be boon to heal. Ishil enon.
Tempest, lusted for Hestes.
King John's men came to St. Margaret's Monastery. Although the monks would not take sides, they would provide medical care for wounded soldiers. The local market was also open to trade with Chatham. King John's men discovered that the castle was being resupplied by a stream of traders. They had the opportunity to weaken the rebellion by eliminating the castle's supplies.
We aren't going to Tulkas.
She's next to what? Full time when they go.
Seems there is out there, every chap.
You go have that. Intendeth nu. Ich hear it that. Swat the hat!
Dean Hester, what wilt thou?
What be off in Heston? A great bay off kid. We are in fourth gang.
Boon to heal.
Extra ready! Verende! Nans well and over!
Alas! Get us to God!
Extra ready, crossbowers! Crossbows yard on the way to... We aren't going to Tulkas. Alunga nu. Crossbowers! Alunga nu. Ferret! Ayungat Arweshur! Demon low, crossbowers! Sterner! Ik heb je say on Redra Snalis! Crossbows in ready and working! Leg blocking! Let's and welcome them! Crossbows at the ready! Crossbows back and on! Ik am on my way! Crossbows and it's on scoop!
I'm ready stuck on the sword. Ready to go. Yeah, you ready for Hastings?
Crossbowers! A teacher team to Anna Stewart!
All right, easy.
Aim and low, crossbowers! You ready to assail? No! Forward! Ferring is noted!
With the traders eliminated, the king's army had struck a blow to the rebels in the castle.
Crossbows and the red! To hear it into a million!
With supplies critically low, the rebel commander discharged his weakest fighters, hoping to preserve what little food remained. Fearing further descent against his rule, King John ordered safe passage for the surrendered rebels away from Rochester. The king's men discovered the farmlands that supplied the rebels at Rochester. If the rebels lost access to the food supplies, some of them would be forced to flee.
Catching on me. Waiting for heads. Punching. Punching that. Styria. Dresset jou away, man.
Sir, chef. Intended,
The king's men discovered a building belonging to the rebels. To secure Lincoln, they would need to destroy the rebels' military structures.
What wilt thou? Squalor begin now! Hestes kommet, Arvei! Gjerde Hestes and all Hesende and Arvei thus! Gjerde mea borta! Hestes kom and sweeter, yes sir! Fusetut, on the botas! Better! Hestes kommer always fled. We have a miracle! So they had.
The king's men tore through the rebel fortifications, diminishing the enemy's military presence. The castle now faced a new attack from the rebels' French allies.
Hester and Sweeter, yes sir. Hestes, do that.
The king's army had almost regained control of the city.
Hestes kommet, Arvei, Hestes nu. Dresset jou, Arvei, and Sweeter, yes sir.
The king's army razed the last of the rebels' military buildings, but the French siege continued. If the king's men hoped to lift the French siege, they would need to destroy the enemy forts on the outskirts of Lincoln.
Hestes, non släpping, kämpa bomba. Onti botas, better. It dwindler. Better. Easy boom. Intended, freck. Heriende, hest, freckes, Foliende, hestes. Yahweh. Intended, freckes, freckes, harkes. Nu hestes. Fuste tulkes.
Onti botas, better. Hades, Hades. Present! Hestes kommet, Arvei, men! Glidande ner, hørtes noen never i dag. Wow, sir. Hestes kommet. Heriende Hestes nu. Send mig till mina verkes. Hestes kommet. Yes. It can do. Nutha, cometh-on. Suas ahead. Glidande ne hurteth no one near Adal. Al Suiza, yes. Shetende.
The king's men uncovered one of the French forces' siege camps near Lincoln.
Hestet cometh our way, men! Let's bend that way, men! Yeah! Men of armies! Weapon, surrender! Restet je! Where is the lande? Hestes and Ortborn! Beret! Conquest! Weapon, secande! Restet je, our way, men! Our way, flamma! Hestet cometh our way, men! Keep it, or Marcus, Borman! Wayland Marcus, our way, men! It can they do! He's smarting! Gjerde Hestes! Voljende Hestes! Shoot!
King's knight William Marshal arrived with his forces. While a hard battle remained, there was now hope for the young King's army. William Marshal's forces were welcomed in Stowe, a nearby town loyal to the king. The king's army tore through the French fort, weakening the enemy siege.
Stay Tulkas, Hestes. Entendes Breckes.
Venites, standende iar.
Hestes Comers. Foliende Hestes. Entendes Breckes. Stay Tulkas, Hestes. Suas ahead.
Ut reader, thou apple tulken.
Freckes ha. Harry Ed.
Venites, it best good back.
Hestes. Luta. Come on.
Alles winter.
Hestes sua their heads. Bere Tulkas. Wemen secande. Harry Ed. Hestes lu.
Apple for on.
Red Foliende Hestes.
Apple,
Yeah. Twinde.
let us read it.
Hestes. It can be.
Let us read it.
Hesterlin.
Venites, for honest men.
Fust hente to serve on the each little and sweet the Geffer. Heriende Hestes.
It's given to him. For one. To all of Venites, yeah, and get to sun. Venites, all of Venites, yeah.
Yeah, Hestes. Moliente Hestes. Moliente Hestes.
Venites, stand in the eye. Search.
Hestes, come and highwaymen. Yeah, Hestes.
Venites, into the sun. Oh, reader, thou apple.
Hestes and sure their heads. And Teddy Dwindler. Hestes, come on.
Venites, yeah.
Dressed you highwaymen.
All the Venites, yeah.
Hestes and all morning. Hestes, come and do that. Pull up on. Yeah, Astyria. Grab the highwaymen.
Apple Venites, yeah.
Dressed you highwaymen. Well, yes. Hestes, come and Hestes, do. Dressed and sweet the Geffer.
Venites, stand in the eye. Apple Venites, yeah. Venites, stand in the eye.
William Marshal's success in retaking Lincoln was an overwhelming victory for the Royalists. The rebel barons had been defeated, and their French allies driven out of England altogether. William Marshal now focused on creating a stable kingdom for the young King Henry III. To maintain the backing of the rebels, in 1217, a royal seal of approval was given to a reissued Magna Carta, limiting the power of the monarchy. Many barons held lands in both England and Normandy. But now they faced a choice. On which side of the Channel would they make their home? Many chose England. The cross-Channel kingdom was over, establishing a clear English identity. But the impact of the Normans on England's evolution is still felt today. Almost 1,000 years later, the surviving Norman castles and cathedrals still dominate the landscape. In the midst of the modern city, William the Conqueror's fortress, the Tower of London, remains a powerful reminder of their legacy. But it's the unseen influence of the Normans that endures. The Norman invasion changed the English language and established the foundations of modern parliament and governance. And it's all because one man, William the Conqueror, claimed the English crown that he believed by rights was his. The Normans conquered a country and changed the course of England forever.